Yeah, you're okay. I'll keep going.
All right, she's the record, so you start.
I start.
The best network is even
Okay.
better.
So we got Dan here.
Sprint's doing
Well,
things
put
different.
me
They're
first.
offering
Well,
100% total
I'm going to
satisfaction.
follow this line all the way down. So I'm going to start with, no, here, I'm starting with 12,
We were
right?
growing
Try
up
it out
and
and decide for yourself.
we had
Switch to
company.
Sprint and get both an unlimited
We
plan and one of the
entertained them with food and you.
And then me.
All right, now,
So that's all I can think of, and I think
this is called the Mexican train. That's how we start. You don't have to if you don't have it. But I do, so now yours turn.
But I played mine on
That's
here
right.
to get my train started.
That's fine.
But I think I'll now go to the Mexican.
I was afraid of that. I wanted to lay down more on
I bet you did. Ooh.
it's just
Adoration, praise to the Lord, who all things is wondrously reigning, as on the waves of uplifting, sustaining. Have you not seen all that is needful has been sent by his gracious ordaining? Praise to the Lord who will prosper your word and defend you. Surely his goodness and mercy shall surely defend you. Ponder anew what the Almighty can do. With his love he befriend you. Praise to the Lord, oh let all that is in me adore him. All that has life and breath come now with praises before him. Let the Amen sound from his people again. Gladly forever adore him. Gracious there below, praise him all the heavenly host. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen.
The Lord be with you.
You know, all this funny.
The top three things are, number one, you're not the only person that's going through this. Life is a journey, and it's how you do the journey that really counts. And so it's not what you go through. Everybody goes through the same thing. It's how you handle it that counts. And I'm here to teach you how to live. And if there's a question that you would like to have answered, my knowledge may be of help to you just because I've lived longer and I know what you're going to go through. And the third thing is I'm trying to teach you how to die as well. I think people don't know how to die. By service to others is the key to it. And I teach my kids right and wrong, and if what's the other thing I was thinking of? That's
Service
pretty
to
much-
others.
Huh?
Service to others, you said?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all I can see. It's a short notice.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
a good answer.
what's the next ones?
What are a few things you would suggest we not do in life?
Not drink.
Thank you.
Not cheat.
That's awesome.
No matter how good you think it is, it's cost you more trouble than it's worth. And let's see. Oh gosh, I can't think of a third thing.
When you say don't drink, you mean alcoholic beverages?
Oh my, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the drugs goes along with it
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
Don't do drugs.
Mm-mm.
Life is hard enough to get through without having your mind all dwarfed.
Yep. I agree.
And be kind to others.
So don't be a jerk.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't be a jerk. Don't judge others. Don't be selfish, right?
Well, I found out one thing about judging other people. I used to think that my friends were bad people because they broke God's laws, you know. They
Mhm.
broke the rules. And when they did that, I thought, I'm going to not associate with those people anymore because it might rub off on me and I'm going to become one of those people. But you know, after a while I was running out of friends. And I said, you know, if I don't accept these people as they are, how can I preach godliness? God would certainly take care of them and forgive them, for they know not what they do. God is the only guy that can take care of those problems and forgive them. I am. What the hell? Who am I? I'm not a king.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forgive people. I simply have to accept them and love them and care for them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big lesson I've learned. Yeah.
That's a really good one. I think people say, love people for where they are. Love people where they are.
Where they are, period. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a really good one. I like that. All right. Let's throw a fun one in here. What's your favorite desserts of all time?
Oh. I guess I would say pecan pie with almond. That's my very best favorite. But otherwise, I like a nice strawberry.
Rhubarb?
Oh, that'd be good. But strawberries on ice cream is awful good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you like. And strawberry shortcake?
Strawberry rhubarb's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
I told Jack I was looking for a little rhubarb in case he was going to go to a farmer's market.
Hey, you should tell my mom that. I think she just got some.
Really?
I think a friend of hers brought her some.
Some people do that, and I collected it from her in the past because she don't eat it.
Yeah,
Well, you
I'll
better
tell her.
get rid of it.
Yeah, I'll text her and let her know.
We love the sauce.
We love rhubarb.
Oh, it's so...
I make sauce out of it and eat big bowls of sauce.
Oh, yum.
Thinking it just a little bit, like a pudding.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Put it over ice cream and
Ooh.
put it over pie.
I'll be coming over for that.
Okay.
That sounds really good. Or like strawberry rhubarb pie or the crumble, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good with the oatmeal and. Okay.
Yep.
What's your favorite season? Time of year, season?
Fall.
Why?
It's crisp and clean air, and the time to go hunting and fishing is at its best. But of course, I don't do any more hunting, and I don't do any more fishing. But I have good memories of that, anyways. At least I have my memories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That actually brings me into one of these questions. These don't have to be your top 3, your favorites, but just a few of your favorite memories in life. Just a couple of them.
Memories.
Yeah, good memories. Fun memories. Things that you'll never forget. Times with people, or... I know you told me about traveling with your dad last time I was here.
Yeah, in fact, I made up a story. Where is that? I didn't make it up. I
You wrote it up?
wrote it for a paper.
Oh.
That tells you one of the stories with my dad.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Fishing. The fishing one, okay. Should I read it, or do you want to read it?
Go ahead, he'd like to hear it.
All right. All right. A Fishing Strike of a Different Kind by Dan Lundeen. One night, my dad took me and 2 other men fishing on Lake Mille Lacs. We were trolling with lazy Ikes around the mudflats. 3 miles out, we saw some lightning way off to the west, and not a problem. Then my pole started to buzz and glow blue, and my hair stood up. I said to Dad, "Look at me." He instructed us to lay down in the boat with our rods. Dad opened up that 7.5 HP Martin as fast horsepower Martin as fast as those wooden rental boats would go. Well, lightning came down exactly where we were 10 minutes later. After reaching shore, my dad said he had seen St. Elmo's fire. Not told by others because they didn't live to tell about it. Thank you, God, for my dad and his knowledge of electricity. It saved our lives. Wow.
So we were one of the very few people in life that has seen St. Elmo's fire and live to tell about it. Most people saw it out on the golf course with their holding their umbrella, but all of a sudden they're dead.
Yep.
They can't tell dead man tell no tales.
True.
So,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
and that's a true story.
Wow. So you wrote is this for your building?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So otherwise, yeah, I went on trips with my dad, and they were business trips. We had to go to, example, we had to go to Newark, New Jersey. And on the way, we went through Washington, D.C., and I got to see some of the big Washington draws, like the place where they have Washington sitting up on the chair. I'm not Washington, Lincoln.
Yeah. Yep.
And Washington's thing.
Yep.
And the big water thing out in front. And then he says, "What would you like to see here?" And I said, "I'd like to see the help me,
Help 'em. Smithsonian?
Smithsonian Institute."
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get through about half of it because we had that much time and one day left. And you had to get out of Washington, D.C. at night. It was a bad place to be at night. And so then we went to a factory that we represented in Newark, New Jersey. And we went there, and it was surrounded by fence with big spikes on the top. And they had a armed guard there. And I said, geez, the place looks like a prison. He said, don't you forget it, and be out of town by 4 o'clock. He says, this is one bad neighborhood. You don't want to be here.
Wow.
So I realized that a lot of places out east are not too safe.
Yeah.
And then we rented a car. He says, what kind of car you want to rent? We're going to drive it to Dover, New Hampshire. And I said, I want to rent a Dodge Charger with a Hemi in it. That's what and so we rented one, and we laid rubber all the way from here to, and then we got there, and they said, what do you want to eat? I said, seafood. So we went to the seafood restaurant, and everybody in the world had been there with their pictures on the walls, you know, anybody who is anybody ate there, so figured I was in good company. And I said, what do you want to eat? I said, I think I'd like some, looks good here, French fried oysters. That looks pretty good to me, so I got that. And that night at the motel, I threw up everything. and I pooped in a bucket and threw up all over. Then the next morning we had a sales meeting with the president of the company, and he said, how's your stay been? I said, not so good. I was sicker than hell last night, throwing up all over. He says, what'd you have for supper? I said, I had French fried oysters. And he said, oh, that's your mistake right there. You can't eat oysters, the total oyster, the little green part. You can't eat that unless you've been raised, or at least
Tolerance.
Yeah, you got a tolerance of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll get sick as hell.
Oh.
Already.
Thanks for telling me.
So, anyways, we got what we went there for, which was we kept the line of volume controls and resistors from Claristat. The argument was, they said, we're going to make that account house account, because you never did anything to design that part that you're getting a commission for. And I said, au contraire, Monsignor. And I went to the place where we keep all of our notes, and there was my drawing of that part on a napkin that I had made for the customer at luncheon one day, and told him, this is what we'll do, and it'll fix the problem. And it did, and we made commissions, and we're happy to get those commissions, but you're not taking that away from me. No way in hell. And so he said, well, you're right, and when you're right, you're right. We'll give you that account back.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
But then other things that I did on the trip, I felt bad for. I mean, I was having a good time and did a lot of things, but my wife and my kids never got to go on an airplane. And they never got to travel like that and see the country, and I felt bad that they I couldn't do that for them.
Yep.
So that's the way it was when I traveled. I always felt bad.
Yeah, that just shows again his heart. Not everybody would feel that way. You know what I mean? A lot of people would just feel, oh, well, I got to do it, so who cares? But to feel sad that you can't do that for your own family.
I tried later on to bring my kids to various things that that I never got a chance to go to, like Disneyland. That everybody talked about it, but nobody did anything about it. Well, I finally scraped up enough money selling a motorcycle, and we went to Disneyland.
That's amazing.
2 kids and me.
That's my
And we come home, I was completely out of money. I spent the last $20 in St. Cloud filling the gas tank to get home.
wow.
So you can see how much gas I had when I got done.
Yeah. You've spent every penny to make it.
I did.
And I bet you they'll never forget that either,
No.
your kids. I know how you feel. Ask Malloy. I say it all the time. I always feel so. This might be a tough one. Do you have any favorite songs?
Yeah.
What are they?
Well, the one is I've already made a CD of it, so you'll have to listen to it at my funeral.
That's right. What song is that again?
The Wings of Eagles.
Right.
Those wings.
Yeah.
Can you sing a?
On Eagle's Wings.
Yeah. Can you sing about just a little bit of it?
I'd have to hear 3-4 notes.
Crap. How does it go again?
Raise your
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Beautiful.
But I don't know the words.
Yeah, I know. I'm like that too with songs. Okay.
And others, how many songs?
Oh, just a couple. If you can think of any off the top of your head.
The one I like to hear sad songs sometimes. And I heard a song at the fair. It was sung by a little gal, and she was crying and singing, and she said, same kind of a thing. Wings. She sprouted wings. Cried, and she jumped out the window and killed herself.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a twanger, a cowboy song.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of songs like
Yeah,
that.
I know they do. Do you like that one song? Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Yeah.
And everything I wish I could be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings.
Well,
Fly. That's Bette Midler. They have a lot of songs like that.
a
country one.
Out the window.
In the song, I don't like.
I was listening to this song and it was really nice, and then at the very end it said, "Say, she just jumped out the window and died."
Do you have any idea how many lives you've touched in your lifetime?
Many.
Yeah.
I can't put a number on it.
No.
I saw 400 children a day
Yep.
and 21,000 pictures a year, and I did that for 20 years, so I'm sure I didn't touch them all, but I was touched by them all.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And then there's people that you don't even know that you touched their lives.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But I was thinking about that today when I was thinking about seeing you. I was like, God, I would hope when I'm Santa's age that I would have touched even half as many even just a little bit,
Well,
as
you
much
don't-
as he has.
You don't have the opportunity that I have.
No.
That's not counting. In other words, there's no way you could keep up with that because you don't see that many people.
That's true.
So
You were given a
it's an unfair measurement.
true, yep. You just, I mean, even before the Santa, I think that's just the kind of heart God gave you.
Yeah, I was like my mother.
Yeah.
Mother, if you knew my mother, you were a friend of my mother's.
I've heard that.
She was a friend of everyone she met.
I hate that I never got to know her.
And she always, God, I'll never forget. We used to go on a trip and we'd go through St. Cloud. I want to stop and visit my friend B. B was a little gal with one eye fogged up and the other one was regular. And she couldn't see worth a damn. And, but she was Mother's friend. And she wanted to spend time with her. And Dad would say, "Oh, we haven't got time to stop and see Harry, Tom, Dick, and Harry. We gotta get home." And no, what the hell for? What did we have to get home for?
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
that was his attitude. And we never got to stop and see B. Or Mother never did. I mean, we saw after Mother died, we saw her.
Wow, really?
She came to the funeral.
Oh.
All the way from St. Cloud. She didn't drive, but she got a ride or switched somebody to.
Yeah. I wonder if she knew how many times your mom wanted to stop and see her.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Oh. Nobody told her.
I don't remember. I think I did tell her, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the thought means a lot, I'm sure.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I told her that we were sorry that Mother never got to visit B.
Sweet and sad.
He had the most beautiful handwriting you've ever seen in your life.
Really?
Even when she died, she had this beautiful handwriting.
Wow.
And very small, but just as straight as an arrow on unlined paper and just
Wow.
beautiful, beautiful handwriting.
I always admire that. That's not something I've ever been able to do.
Me
My writing is terrible. If I try really hard, I can make it decent, but not.
It's like my friend John. He prints everything,
Yep.
and that makes it easier to read.
Yep. My mom and my dad both have the same kind of writing. They do. It's like half cursive and half printing.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that? Like my mom, she's always done her name like this. See how the E is? Like nobody does that.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Usually it's a regular old E, like this.
You want to be her friend? Give her some cat food.
Oh, and you can, I don't, up here.
No. It's on the counter by the sink, a little can of it.
Okay.
Unless there's some in the fridge already.
No, I used up what was in the
Okay, we
fridge.
gotta open up one of those cans with her little
Yep.
spoon. Her spoon is back there with it.
There you go, just like we do with Maxie Max.
She has a baby spoon 'cause she's a baby.
Oh, little baby. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Okay.
I will have more for you soon in the next couple weeks, so get ready. And
Give her a nice size spoon.
in the green one or the
In the
white?
blue one, yeah.
Okay.
Green, I guess it is.
No one saw that. That didn't happen.
Where should I put
Did you
this?
put it in a baggie?
Take the cap off, and then put it in little covers laying on this counter too.
And just lick the spoon.
Yeah. Lick the-
All right. Well, love you guys. I'll be back.
I was getting